Hey Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This is going to be your Case of the X reading for March. Will we reconcile? This is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with every single Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. If it does resonate with you, wonderful. But if it doesn't, please feel free to check out your moon, rising, or Venus sign. I'll go ahead and leave a timestamp in the comments section below for each individual sign. I've already pre-shuffled the decks. We just need to cut and get started. So let's jump in with Taurus first. A clear and concise message for Taurus, please. Maybe reconciling this person that they're thinking of. Clear, concise message. All right. Okay, Taurus. Taurus, it looks like here that you're dealing here with someone who desperately wants a reconciliation with you. Let's talk about the desires of their heart, because I feel like that's what's really coming through here. The way they feel about a reconciliation with you is the Ten of Cups. They feel like that would give them the ultimate happiness if they could be with you, if they could rebuild this relationship and that you could be back together. I feel like this person feels like they can make you happy now, that they could give you what you need now with this Ten of Cups energy. I feel like in the past, the challenge here was the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands for me in the challenge position is someone who it's very difficult for them to let things go. I feel like this person it could have been difficult for them to let go of past relationships, past people, past hurt, past pain, past behaviors. There's something that was very difficult for them to let go. I will also say that it's difficult for them to let this relationship go as well. It may be a fixed sign. This person, it's very, very difficult for them to let this relationship go. And they're completely mentally preoccupied, stressed. I mean, this with this Nine of Swords energy coming up at the root here, it's giving them a lot of anxiety, worry. They're up late at night. I mean, they're consumed with this. And I will tell you this, this break is taking a toll on this person. These two cards, these are both very heavy energy. This one you're carrying a lot mentally. This one you're carrying a lot physically. It's taking a toll on them mentally and physically and spiritually. It feels like this ending between the two of you it rocked them. I mean, their overall energy is the Tower card. Either this ending came as a shock, or when it ended, it felt like everything crumbled for them. It feels like you're their happy, like almost as if they're hanging on to a hope of maybe being able to get this to work again, because you represent happiness to them. And without you in their life, it feels like everything's a little bit chaotic. Even if everything else is the same, even if, they're working the same job, the same family, same friend group, it still feels like they're walking through a world of chaos because you're kind of a calming influence to them. It feels like this person could also deal with anxiety, suffer with anxiety. This person could have caused you some anxiety. In this connection, it could have been a very difficult relationship to figure out and make work, because I feel like this person kept a lot in their head. It feels like this person possibly didn't express much, or if they did, it wasn't very clear, and it made it very difficult to get this relationship to work. Toward the end, this relationship really felt like work. I feel like if this person did something to devastate this connection or relationship, they're dealing with it emotionally. They're carrying it. I'll tell you that if this person was in the wrong in this relationship ending, don't think that they don't carry that burden with them. They do still. This person has a lot of regret. This person is harboring a lot of self-loathing about this connection and kind of the way things went if they made a mistake here. So let's talk about kind of their future actions they'll take towards reconciliation. We've got the Two of Pentacles. I feel like this person's still going to weigh it. I feel like whatever happened between you, you guys have a lot of heavy energy and a lot of finality. 2 10s here. It felt final, especially the Tower, these 10s. It felt final, and I feel like this person is kind of weighing whether it is or not, trying to figure out, is it final? It felt that way, but I feel like this person's like, I want to try with the Two of Pentacles energy. I feel like they're going to, yeah, I feel like they're going to be weighing whether or not it's worth it to try. Whether or not, if they put in the effort, will it be worth it? Whether they should make an attempt to reconcile. I feel like that's really what they're going to be doing in March, is weighing whether or not it's worth it to try to make the attempt to make this work. I expect you'll probably get some communication, if not this month, definitely next, just based on kind of how they feel. Now, some people, not everyone, you know, operates based on emotion, but this is pretty heavy. I really feel like this person's weighing a lot. It has a lot on their mind, and it's you and this connection. And I feel like they are going to be weighing whether or not, if they approach you, if there's a possibility, if there's a chance. And I feel like that's kind of their energy for the month of March. So I hope that was helpful, provided a little bit of clarity. And I want to move on now to the Virgos and see what's going on with them and their ex. You get a clear and concise message on whether they'll reconcile, the Virgos. Clear and concise message for them with this ex that they're thinking of. Okay, all right, Virgo, you could be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, also Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces are here. And of course your energy. How this person feels, whenever I see the King of Swords and how a person feels, to me it feels like this person is not operating out of their emotions when it comes to this connection or a relationship. Right now it feels like this person is moving on, right? Trying to move forward with the 8 of Cups energy. You can clearly see this person's left a connection or relationship, and they're going out to see if they can find happiness elsewhere. And I feel like this person there's a determination that comes in with the King of Swords energy. And I feel like right now, I feel like this person's in the energy of evaluating what else is out there. What else is possibly out there for me? I do feel like it's going to be very difficult for this person to open up, because I still feel like they're harboring some things. Even if they're moving on to other connections or trying to connect with other people or date, I feel like this person's still harboring some things with the 4 of Pentacles energy at the root. They're still hanging on to some things. They haven't completely let these 8 cups go, right? They're walking away. They've walked away from them, but they haven't let them go completely. And I feel like right now this person is moved into their more logical sector of their brain when it comes to this connection. I feel like this person is trying to contain emotions, hold back emotions, think very logically about what the next step is and where they want to move forward. I do feel like potentially for this person, for some of you, this person has met someone and is trying to kind of see where that relationship could go with this Knight of Pentacles energy showing up as the challenge. This person could be offering love elsewhere, or they could have a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces in their life that they're entertaining, or that they may be interested in them. But I feel like it's good with the Knight of Cups energy. That's not for all of you, but for some of you, the rest of you, this Knight of Cups energy, this person is just at a place right now where they're not ready to open up to anybody. I mean, look at this energy. They're holding back. They've walked away from this connection. They're very, very cerebral right now. Trying to you know, think with the logical part of their brain. And they're trying, also I feel like they're trying to make sense of some things, possibly this connection, and moving on and trying to make sense of what the best way to move forward is. And I feel like this person isn't going to, it's going to be very difficult for this person to open up. And I feel like not only is it just going to be difficult, they're making a conscious decision with this King of Swords energy to not open up, to not express love. Even if there's someone that they may be interested in, they're not opening up their heart fully right now because they're just not prepared to. They're just not in that frame of mind. Now, let's talk about future actions for this person. We have the Ten of Pentacles here, and the Ten of Pentacles talks about stabilizing family, commitment. I feel like for this person, I want to clarify this because I'm getting it two ways, so I'll give it both first. I feel like there is going to be a group of you where, especially if this person it's difficult for them to remain in this kind of logical energy, remaining closed off, and even though they're trying to move on, I do feel like for some of you, this person may come to revisit the idea of stability and wanting stability with you, almost as if they, especially if they go out in the world and they see what's there and they don't find what they're looking for. It feels like this person may want to revisit the idea of stability with you because you felt so stable and solid. And the relationship was very stable and solid for them. I feel like this person could roam a little bit with this Knight of Cups energy, and after kind of their search, they may kind of realize that they want something. They want home. Yeah. Dang. Yeah, for a lot of you, this person may view you as home. I really feel like for a lot of you, this person's very cold. They're holding back. They're trying to move on. They're not opening themselves up. But ultimately, this energy is not going to hold for them. It's almost as if this person's going to come back around this mountain to revisit what they had in the past and realize that the 8 cups were really 10. This is stable, solid. This makes them happy. This makes them feel at home. This makes them feel like they could build something solid. And they may come out of this logical energy and go based off and finally kind of accept this. That's for some of you. That's not going to be up for all, but there's a large portion of you that's how this person's going to feel. And for the others of you, this person is, the action that they're really going to take is just finding stability within themselves, finding their own happiness. I do feel like this person, this time that they're taking to themselves, this holding back, is needed for them and their healing, or just for their mental health, I feel like. And in the future, they're going to be more solid and stable and ready for an emotional connection and relationship. I feel like this energy that they're in right now is almost as if it's preparing them to offer something solid and stable. Like they're really stubborn, holding back, but it's preparing them to offer something really, really sick. Clarify. Why is this Knight of Cups energy their challenge? Why is it so difficult? Could be dealing with Sagittarius. It feels like what's so difficult for them in expressing is this person's really trying to find balance for themselves here. That's what's most important. I feel like allow them this space. If you actually want to be back with this person, allow them this space, allow them this time to heal. The Temperance is a very healing energy, and they're not offering love right now because they need to heal. There's some spiritual changes and balance and compromise and trying to find the perfect balance within themselves to be a good partner, to recognize also a good partner. I feel like give them this space. Truly, give them the space. Don't rush them towards anything, because I feel like for this person is going to come to this realization on their own that even though they've tried to move on and they're holding back their heart, that they're going to go through the spiritual changes that are necessary to rebalance so that they can recognize true happiness in the future, and so that they can offer that to someone else and really be in, gosh, what a loving, stable relationship that's going to come, but only from them backing away, recognizing what it is they want, possibly what they've had, what they haven't, and determining what that is so they can provide this for someone. So I hope that that was helpful, provided a little bit of clarity for you. And let's see what's going on with Capricorn here. Clearing. Concise message for our Capricorns. Will they be reconciling with this person that they're thinking of? All right, Capricorn, you could be dealing with another Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or also Cancer. Yours is pretty straightforward. This person right now, as far as reconciliation, they're not moving. They're definitely holding back from this. They got the Seven of Pentacles energy as to how they feel about it. I feel like this person is a little bit unsure about reconciliation right now. I do feel like they're conflicted about it, and that's why they're in this kind of stagnant energy. It's all over this reading. They're not moving when it comes to reconciliation. When it comes to this relationship, it's almost as if they're kind of evaluating what they want to do, or if they want this. They've got the Five of Wands as at the root here. So there is some kind of conflict here. You guys could have had a really bad fight, really bad falling out when this relationship ended, and now they're at a place where almost as if they just don't want to jump back in the fight. Just looking at this, overall, this person does not want, they're not ready for war. They're not ready for the battle, and because of that, they're not making any sudden movements. The Seven of Pentacles energy does give me the feeling like this person feels like they invested something in this relationship, that this relationship had some kind of potential to turn into something. So I do feel there's a little bit of a longing here too for this person. Like, man, I wish we could have made it work, because I really felt like that could have been something. It's kind of that kind of energy. Their challenge is the Chariot, and so they're not moving. The Chariot always talks about forward movement, victory, success. They're not moving towards reconciliation, and they don't feel like there's almost as if there's no avenue that they could take to move this relationship forward or to reconcile. I feel like they feel like almost as if there's just been too much damage done, too many like harsh words said, or actions, or fighting over things with this Five of Wands energy at the root. And so they're in the Knight of Pentacles energy overall. They just want to kind of hold back, move very, very slowly. Almost if they just don't want to make any sudden movements when it comes to you. Because they don't know what will happen if it could spark an argument. I feel like this person is really kind of afraid either to reach out to you or reconcile with you, because they don't know if it can spark an argument, if it's going to go in a good direction, or if it could turn for the worse. Almost as if this person just doesn't want to move because they don't want to make the situation worse. Very, very straightforward energy. Now let's talk about their future action towards you. I mean, this is just very, very clear. This person is not going to make any sudden movements, any sudden changes. This person does not want to provoke you. I feel like this person is scared to provoke you. This Nine of Wands energy is a very cautious energy. Almost as if they're like anticipating the fight and that they do not want to have. Or very strongly, I'm feeling like there's a conversation that they want to avoid, that they do not want to have with you. And so that's why this reconciliation isn't really moving forward right now or in March, because this person doesn't want, they're not battle ready. And I feel like this person feels like moving towards a reconciliation, they're going to have to put, there's some things that have to be worked through here. And I don't feel like this person's prepared to do that right now. Either they're weary from the last battle you guys had, or some of them feel like even if I try, even if I make the attempt, I'm not going to be successful anyway. We're just going to argue. We're not going to be able to get on the same page with this Chariot showing up in the challenge. And we're not going to make any progress. That's how I feel. This person feels about that. So right now they're just being cautious. They're walking on eggshells, and they're not going to take a lot of action towards this reconciliation. And if they do, it's going to be very cautious, very calculated action. So I hope that was helpful, provided a little bit of clarity for you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.